I woke up today and went out with my dogs, so they can use the restroom. They can't all be left alone just yet with the new dog. And my dog, a little pit bull Dovahkiin, had like strange like bowel movement, and I followed her around the yard. Usually we play fetch in the morning. It's her favorite thing in the whole world. House can be on fire, but as long as I'm throwing the tennis ball, it's all she cares about. Well, I threw it today, and she just kind of looked at me like had this like sad look, but didn't go get the ball. So I immediately knew something was wrong. And then she basically was pooping like a clear gel liquid. And I looked it up, and there's a bunch of possible different causes. She definitely seemed like little, not quite as excited, not quite lethargic, but she's a high energy dog, and they said uh, as long as like they're not throwing up or passing out or super lethargic or all that stuff, then like it could just be stress or food changes, which obviously stress is a big deal with me being the way that I am and the new dog in the house. And then we have changed their food and their treats recently, so it could be that. But it got a little bit more serious when she started throwing up, and she was throwing up just like, I'm assuming like stomach bile, just like yellow liquid. She also wouldn't eat. She isn't drinking water, any of that stuff. They said it could be just part of the upset stomach. It could be an impaction. It could be there's like some, I guess the dog equivalent of like Crohn's disease. I'm not sure. But once she didn't want to eat, that's when I got nervous because that's what I had read about. And right now she's laying down and she's just not. Uh, she's just laying there. I mean, she's alive by all means and she's responsive, but you can tell she just doesn't feel good, and it's making me go like completely insane. I was doing all right as far as getting somewhat back on track. My therapist said I needed to take a lot more time off of work, and I told her like that's not something I can do or afford to do. And I already told her like the GoFundMe just to take 2 weeks off. But now with my dog like this, and of course I haven't been working, and so now like this is this has a potential to like totally blow my moods or any sort of stability that I had. If anything happens to her, fuck. It could be nothing. I could be just overreacting because of the mental state that I'm in. But she just doesn't seem like she's doing okay or feeling okay. She's, like I said, a super high energy dog, so for her to not really be moving around, I mean, it really bothers me. And then I don't have the finances to go take her to the vet, which sucks. So it's kind of like a waiting game, and I don't know what to do. I had one dog a long time ago not feel good, different symptoms and stuff like that, but not doing good, and I couldn't afford to take the dog to the vet. And then woke up the next day, and the dog was, dead in a pool of like gelatinous blood, and it was a mess. Those are the other dogs. Um, I mean, she's not even getting up to bark at things. Like, it's just, I mean, I'm a fucking wreck right now. And I've been a wreck for, like, a while. But my mental state has been so very, like, hairline thin. But I don't have any options. My anxiety is through the roof, especially right now. This fucking dog thing. Like, if she doesn't get better, then I don't know what I will do. I will, if anything bad happens to her, like she passes away or something, I'm going straight to the hospital. This is my little dog. She's, my little pit bull. I mean, I love the other two dogs. One of them's new, and I love her, but, a strong bond hasn't been created. And the other one, I like, but that's more like Matt's dog. Like, this dog, Dovahkiin, like, that's my tiny little pit bull. I love her to death. And like I said, she's a high energy dog, and that's why I wanted her, blah, 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 blah. But now, just to see her, like, laying there, and she was, like, shivering. She has, like, no fur. She was shivering, and I put a nice big fleece blanket on her, and kind of, like, tucked her in, and her tag, like, wagged a little bit, but not much, which is strange, because usually that thing is, like, all over the place. I just feel like I'm gonna go completely fucking insane if, if anything happens to her. My mental state is fragile at best, and it has been. This is just like throwing, I don't know, some analogy, things exploding. And I'm supposed to go back to work on Monday, so I've got like a day left off, and I feel like I'm definitely a bit back to functioning, but I don't think I'll be even close to functioning very well for a while. So, I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go, I don't know, stare at my dog and hope she's okay.